Greetings, everyone.
Always got Futurama in here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump this right off with so we've been talking about a lot of the Unity stuff over the last couple of weeks, well, the last week at least. And there's more Unity news. I actually had somebody click on a video the other day, and it was like, I got recommended this news video, like, which it was real strange, but also, I wanted to know about the Unity stuff. Get the weirdest. The internet's weird. They had getting the word out. It's just fucking funny that I think I didn't realize this, but I think the news stuff can be searched by what's in the description, because I don't put keywords in any of those. It's all just based off of the links that are in the description. Because I put all the links to the articles that we go over, and because that Haunty one was real weird. I don't have Haunty in that thing at all. So somebody, somehow people are doing it. So that guy must have been looking for Unity stuff, and then he was like, "What the hell is this?" Unity games will probably go extinct. Yeah, probably. So Unity, just a quick catch up if you haven't seen, they are trying to put fees onto game developers based off of how many times a game is installed and I think how much money it's made. So after certain thresholds, they will start to put fees towards devs. Apparently Unity will quietly waive these controversial fees if developers switch to its ad monetization service. I will say some of this could be a little bit out of date. I do have a thing that's like an article in just a minute that will kind of go over some other different things that are happening. But at the time when Cyclo posted this, they were definitely trying to allow people to skip the fees, apparently, if they were using a monetization service. A fresh report into Unity's hugely controversial decision to change or to start charging developers when their games are downloaded has thrown fresh light onto the situation. Mobile Gamer's source says Unity has already offered some studios a 100% fee waiver if they switch over to Unity's own Level Play ad platform. The report quotes industry consults that say this move is an attempt to destroy Unity's main competitor in this field, AppLovin. I've heard about it. Didn't AppLovin try to buy Unity at some point, or I think they tried to put a big stake in Unity, buy a bunch of shares or something. And for whatever reason, they didn't take it. They took this other one instead. The Level Play suite of tools allows you to control every aspect of your monetization strategy via in-game ads in Unity's game for smartphones, with various types of ads, ad testing, and analytics available to serve up commercial content most likely to earn money. Oh my god. The other way around, I think. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I thought that... Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was something about, like, if they would have went with this AppLovin thing, that they would have gained, like, or they would have, like, been way more profitable or something, or they would have got a lot more money out of the deal. But they went this other one, and there was some shady things that went along with it. I don't know. This is a bad look. So I just wanted to bring this up because we're gonna kind of keep going through this, and then we'll jump over and there's, like I said, there's some updates to all of this. But this next one is actually a tweet that Cyclo found as well from a Unity employee. and I just thought this was kind of interesting, just as like a, an inside, perspective of what's been happening. As a Unity employee until this morning, I assure you, we fought like hell against this. Brought up all the points everyone has. We're told answers were coming, and then the announcement went out without warning. Those of us who care are out. More resignations coming end of week. Now, I couldn't follow up. I haven't been able to follow up to verify Jono's position in Unity or anything, so I don't actually know who this person is. I can't verify anything, but I am taking the word of this person. If that's true, I think that is absolutely what is going to happen. I mean, people were staying away from Unity knowing how bad of an idea to work there it is right now. But with that, Unity has apologized for its install fee policy and says it's going to be making changes. I haven't read over what this means yet. I just saw this and I was like, nice. There's an update. We'll go over the update, but we'll do the original story as is first, and then we'll check out what the update is. Unity has apologized for the confusion and angst the runtime fee policy it announced last week has caused, and has revealed it will be making changes to it. Unity took to Twitter to share the news, saying it has been talking to a number of people inside and outside the company and is planning on changing course on the controversial policy. While it didn't share any details on what those changes may be, it did promise another update will arrive in the next couple of days. So their thing said, "We have heard you. We apologize for the confusion and angst the runtime fee policy we announced on Tuesday caused. We are listening, talking to our team members, community, customers, partners, and we'll be making changes to the policy. We'll share an update in the next couple of days." All right. So that's pretty... they say, "Thank you for your honest and critical feedback." Oh, that's so nice. So let's see. A new report from Bloomberg outlines some of the changes reportedly coming to the policy. This is part of the update. According to the news, or to the report from Jason Schreier, Unity told staffers in a meeting this morning that it's considering capping fees to 4% of a game's revenue for customers making over $1 million. Additionally, installs that count towards reaching that threshold of fee enforcement won't be retroactive. Man, I don't know. It still sounds kind of shitty. Still, we've yet to hear from Unity directly about what changes they're considering to the controversial policy. Per Bloomberg report, Unity hasn't gone public with the changes yet because executives are still running them by partners and don't want to repeat last week's communications debacle. Hey, that's good. That's some real growth. Yeah, I just wondered. So they're saying capping it to a 4% of a game's revenue for games that are over $1 million. Capping it at 4%. So how does that? I just wonder. I mean, I get what they're saying. So essentially, for like freemium games, it could definitely help out, but you're still you could still be taking a ton of money from other devs. I mean, I guess maybe not enough that you would be bankrupting them. Okay, so who are already paying for your service? But yeah, I haven't seen the math on this. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking at, so like if you make $1 million, they're going to take $40,000. But that's only if you make $1 million. So if you make more than $1 million, Like, so they're like, we cap it at 4%. Like, yeah, 4% of a million. And then like, if you make more, they're going to take another, whatever up to that next, whatever is 4% of that whole total. So they'll be able to take more. So if you make another cool million, they're going to take another $40,000, right? It seems weird. That's still kind of shitty. I know the main complaint is that Unity's worth means shit now. Yeah, they've lost all of their trust with their dev teams, their partners, community, everything. Shady practices, shady policies. Yeah, so it's pretty weird. I'm just trying to see, like, so essentially, like, yeah, like this is a better deal than the deal that they were trying to give out earlier, but I mean, it hasn't even been announced, so we'll see. It's just funny that we have to go into this thing of like, it's a better deal, it's still not a good deal. Yeah, and exactly like Psycho's saying, for people who are already effing paying for a service, they're like, yeah, but we want more money from y'all. If you're successful, we want some of that. All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah, this is the other one. EA reportedly ending support for Wild Hearts 7 months after the launch. Wild Hearts is kind of a Monster Hunter type game. I was just pretty shocked that this game is gonna get support dropped so quickly. Yeah, man, this is crazy. EA is reportedly ending support for Wild Hearts just 7 months after the game's launch. The report comes via a post in both the game's official Discord and on its subreddit from a moderator. What do you think has What you think has happened to the game has unfortunately happened, the moderator said. In typical EA news, it seems like they did not want to sit on the game and give it the time, they did not want to give it the time and expected it to most likely be the next Monster Hunter. Seems like it didn't turn into the multi-million-dollar big hit they wanted and don't want to give it the love to grow. So it sounds like, yeah, EA is just at this point is just giving up, like, it's not making us money like we thought it was, and it's not Monster Hunter, so whatever, get out of here. While servers are likely to stay online, players shouldn't expect any sort of additional content updates or fixes moving forward. There's expected to be an official announcement made, according to the moderator. Yeah, that's super shitty. 7 months after launch, EA was like, yeah, it's not doing what we were expecting, so we're out. That's too bad. So if you can find Wild Hearts for a good deal, I think we made money, but not enough. Oh my god, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly how EA's thinking. So yeah, if you can find it on a good deal, I think it's probably worth picking up. I still haven't gotten to pick it up. I still haven't gotten to play it, but I know it's a pretty good game, and especially if you like the Monster Hunter type games. Okay, so I don't like going over reviews mostly, but this one specifically hit me in the cockles a little bit, you know. If the servers are still up, yeah, that's true. I've been waiting for it to go on sale, and now more so than ever. So Taika Waititi, this is his next movie, Next Goal Wins, and I don't normally go over these, and I'm always a big fan of, you should be going through, and if you ever want to look for reviews, going through multiple sources and seeing as much information as you can, or just not looking at reviews at all. Like you either got to make sure you're going to multiple sources or you're not even looking at reviews at all. But Taika Waititi has been on a little bit of a weird trajectory after the recent Thor film, and it didn't get a lot of praise. And so this next Goal Wins apparently is out or is coming out or something, and IGN got to take a look at it, and apparently it's not good. Their rating was a 4, bad. So I'm just kind of a little bit worried about Taika. My dude knows how to make a good film usually, and now all of a sudden it seems like he doesn't. But yeah, I'm just a little worried here. But like I said, I just saw this and I was like, I'm gonna bring this up. Hopefully my dude is okay. All right, let's keep going now. Oh shoot, yeah, I also wanted to bring this one up because IGN posted this one and I thought, oh, this is kind of an interesting, different thing than I've gotten to do in the past. So from September 15th to October 15th, there's going to be some Hispanic Heritage Month, and IGN put together 10 ways to celebrate. I have no idea if these are actual good ways of celebrating. I just saw this article and I thought this was interesting to bring up, especially because as a white guy, I don't really understand everything, so I like to bring in some extra knowledge to myself. But they brought up some things like the history behind Latin and Hispanic Heritage Month, the differences between Hispanic, Latino, Latinx, and Latin, or Latin, maybe, I don't know. And then a couple of ways, and I just thought this was a really great read, and I think more people should go through and check these kinds of things out, and learn a little bit more about everybody else, Sorry, my cat has been flopping all over my foot down here. Can I help you? All right, let's keep on. I'm also just about out of coffee here too. All right. Ubisoft Montreal in turmoil amid what developers are calling broken promises. Same. Oh, the coffee stuff. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to get some on break here. Many employees are fuming over a forced return to office. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at what's going on here. On September 11th, most of over 4,000 employees at Ubisoft Montreal returned to office in Montreal's Mile End for the first. No, I broke promises to Montreal, Ubisoft. What? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Mile End for the first time in 3 years, but hardly anyone seems happy about it, and many are furious at what they're calling broken promises from Ubisoft leadership. Since Ubisoft Montreal announced that employees would be returning to the office beginning September 11th, the studio's internet has been lighting up with posts ranging from mild concern to outright anger. IGN has viewed a number of comments on the situation across multiple Ubisoft internal postings, including over 270 comments of the announcement post alone, almost all of which were negative. Many of the comments list numerous issues employees have historically had working from the office before. as reason to not return. Noisy calls in an in an open office, increased expenses, and a lack of sufficient equipment or accommodations. But the anger also runs deeper than the inherent problems with returning to the office. Amid a wider company cultural amid a wider company culture of layoffs, game cancellation, and abuse allegations, this mandated office return seems to be the final straw for a number of employees who feel that Ubisoft's management, their management is indifferent to its workers, has gone on long enough. Holy moly. Whew. So it sounds like Ubisoft Montreal is specifically telling everybody that they should be coming back to work, and this is kind of just the final straw for them for what they feel like is a lot of broken promises. Ubisoft's overarching return to office plan across all of its studios was first kicked off in the summer of 2021, roughly coinciding with the widespread availability of the first vaccines against the COVID-19 pandemic. But in Montreal, where Far Cry 6, Roller Champions, For Honor, and multiple Assassin's Creed games were made, employees tell IGN the company's publicly touted plan simply never happened. Instead, they were reassured repeatedly over 2 years that they could remain 100% remote long term, with many employees making major life decisions or even accepting job offers assuming they could work from home for the foreseeable future. IGN has viewed a number of documents circulating on the company's intranet over the last few years that seem to have backed up this belief. In one example, Ubisoft promised a hybrid flexible working environment where 100% remote work will be possible depending on various criteria, such as productivity and impact on the team, as well as the nature of the work being done. Okay, so I think we kind of understand what's going on here. This is kind of an interesting thing that happened when everybody was kind of working from home. Is everybody was like, yeah, okay, cool, well, this is what we're doing, and then a handful of companies have been like, no, well, we want people to return to work, and it's been kind of just this. It's kind of been like an interesting switch in like the mindset for how companies are going to be going forward. Is there may be, it seems like a lot more people want to have that flexibility of being able to work at home, and a lot more people were going, it's weird. I go into work every single day, well, except for weekends. Those are my 2 days off. But I go in every day, and I never had any work from home, any of that kind of stuff. So to me, this is always just kind of like, I have no skin in this game. I don't have any kind of opinion for it. But if Ubisoft was specifically telling employees that that's what was going to be happening, or even promising that that's what their position was going to be or could be, and then saying that's not the case, that is pretty shitty. I also I've said this many a times to many a people too about the whole work from home stuff. I couldn't do it. I get distracted too easy, and being at work really helps me kind of stay focused and actually stay on task and everything. I couldn't even imagine being at home all day. I would be getting into no good all day. So that's really shitty. Like I said, if Ubisoft had told them that's what was going to be happening and then kind of backed out on that, that's not a great look. Oh man. Whew. All right, let's keep on moving. So last week we talked about Drew Barrymore was resuming her show, even though the writer's strike had been going on. As of a day or two ago, she said she's not going to resume her show until the strike is over, and she took to Instagram to apologize. Alongside sharing an apology for any hurt she has caused, Drew Barrymore announced that she will not be resuming her talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show, until the WGA strike has ended. That's good. Barrymore took to Instagram to share the news, saying she has no words to fully express how sorry she is to anyone she hurt during the process. Posted, looks like it says, I have listened to everyone and I am making the decision to pause the show's premiere until the strike is over. I have no words to express my deepest apology to anyone I have hurt, and of course to our incredible team who works on the show and has made it what it is today. We really tried to find our way forward, and I truly hope for a resolution for the entire industry very soon. Yeah, of course. That's what everybody wants. And that's why they're striking. So the resolution can happen, the pressure that they can put on all these people. So I've never seen any of her show. I have no idea what it's even about. So I don't know. I couldn't even imagine that this was really even something that people care to watch. But whatever. She's gonna be striking until the strikes are over. Hunt up my charger. Hey, no problem. I didn't even know she had a show. Right. That's kind of how I felt. I didn't know until the other day when she was kind of like putting on her show and I was like, wait, how is she putting on a show? I thought all that stuff kind of stopped because they couldn't do anything because they couldn't have writers. So I don't know. Listen, I love me some Drew Barrymore in the movie E.T. But outside of that, I don't know anything about her. So, all right, let's keep going. I got 2 trailers. One for Wo Long, Fallen Dynasty, and they have a little bit of a collaboration with the Lies of P. I am actually super interested to check out some of Lies of P. I have the demo, and I may actually check it out. But this game, I think it's officially out. I think now. It's hard to tell. Did you like Bloodborne? I never played Bloodborne, but I really, really, really wanted to. I think Bloodborne's locked at 30 frames, so I think I've always kind of waited for them to do a remake of Bloodborne. Charlie's Angels remake was just decent. That's very fair. Listen, I don't got no problem against Drew Barrymore. I just don't know anything about her, and she's got that show, but she was kind of like I said, it kind of breaking like strike lines by having it, which was kind of a bad thing. Cool. Let's take a look at this real quick, and then we can talk about some P lies.
It's said that in dreams, the hearts of all mankind are connected. Now, close your eyes.
All right, sorry. Let me come back here. So apparently this collaboration they're doing is they're bringing the Lies of P collaboration. Weapon will be distributed on September 27th, which is the Puppet Saber and the Etiquette. So pretty cool stuff. I actually I really like this. This is super cool. I really want to check out this game though. P is Bloodborne, and be careful with the demo. Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. It's like Bloodborne. That's why I was really excited about it. Be careful with the demo. There's some shitty hitboxes and dodging that got fixed for the regular game. Oh, that's really cool. I really want to check it out, man. Hey, Vash, what's happening, dude? Dinner was moved to tomorrow. Oh no, was it? Oh shit. Are you doing early dinner, or are you doing it? What's happening, man? Also, welcome in, friend. Yo, Vash. Lies of P does look good, doesn't it? It looks great. I really want to check it out. But so Wolong is getting a little bit of a collaboration, which is pretty cool. I like when teams like this get to collab. I combined my hot sponge cake and brownie recipe together, and the results turned out delicious. Oh my god, hold on, wait a second. Isn't that kind of a thing though? Oh no, that's, I'm thinking of brownies and cookies. A brookie, as it is, I think. A brookie. Hey Jenny, welcome on in. How you doing, Jenny? Oh, a brookie. Oh, a brook. Yeah, brookie. Oops. Oh man, I'm kicking the shit out of my stuff. I'm not trying to kick this, damn it. But this is but Kitty's saying it's a hot sponge cake and brownie. And those sound delicious. Yeah, welcome on in. Footlong cookies. Oh my god, what does that even mean? No, I didn't. I worked at Subway when I was in high school. Oh god, it's the third thing that comes up. So yeah, if you guys ever had anything at Subway, I know about it. And churros and pretzels. Yeah, see, it's kind of weird looking. If you guys haven't ever been to Subway, it's a sandwich place, and it's pretty okay. It's pretty middle of the road, I would say. I shouldn't say I hated working there. I didn't love working there. But people would order like these monster sandwiches, like for catering and stuff, and you have to like braid the bread and shit together. I had to do that a little bit and stuff. It was not great. Footlong cookie, yeah, it looks nasty. Okay, let's keep on hitting it. Oh yeah, so Dune had I think it's like a RTS or something similar to an RTS. Coming out that was called Dune Spice Wars. I heard very good things about it. I heard it's actually quite good. But they have an official launch trailer as they are going to 1.0, which is the official version. And I just wanted to bring it up because I think this game looks pretty cool. And I figured it would be worth taking a look at.
How seductive it is to live in peace. There could have been a bloodless Arrakis. The steady hand of my Duke, governing a confident workforce. A plentiful House Atreides, providing for the whole Imperium. A brilliant society, gracefully withstanding the red winds of this land. But we were not sent here to thrive. Plotters will infest this benevolent regime, and blood will be spilled. Rivals will surround this prosperous house, and violence will ensue. Unknown forces will emerge from this bountiful land, and there will be no respite. To live in peace is a privilege of the weak, and as our strength culminates, a new age of turmoil approaches. On this day begin the Spice Wars.
Woo! Woo! The Spice Wars. I almost made a banana dump cake and listened to the inner instincts from my ancestors for the right ingredient amount. It's moist and flavorful. Ooh. That sounds delicious. Spice Girls Wars. I hope so. I hope the Spice Girls make a little bit of a cameo here, you know? And Dune. Yeah, you like Dune? Did you get to see any of the did you see the new movie? The part 1, not part 2, because part 2 got pushed out to next year, of course, but the movie is fantastic. Got that baker's touch. That's true. Always coming in here with them baker's things that make me feel like, that sounds delicious. Yeah, so this looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I'll get into it or not. It kind of reminds me of Age of Empires, which I really liked Age of Empires. I think it's like that, but Dune. That'd be cool. I'd like to check it out at some point, but it may be a little while. Let's keep on keeping on. So Bill Maher. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I don't know Bill that well. I don't know William well enough. But he is reversing his decision. He's reversing his decision to bring back real time amid the writer's strike. The original Dune movie, then the first remake. Haven't seen the second one yet. The second one I think is amazing. The original ones are a little janky. And listen, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They're fine films. But I would implore, check out the new ones. They're pretty good. Oh, the first one. I haven't seen part 2 yet. After Drew Barrymore announced over the weekend that her talk show wouldn't be coming back during the ongoing Hollywood strike, Bill Maher has followed her lead. Wow. He sounds familiar. He is. He's one of those guys that he's got a face that when you see it, you know his face. Everybody knows his face. I just can't say it. For whatever reason, his name... I'm probably just effing it up here. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure there's nothing weird if I pull this guy up. I know it's Google, but you know, whatever. It's this dude, Bill Maher. I feel like there's just so many ways I could say it, and there's probably no way to actually say it wrong. Maher. You're saying it right, like Mar. Oh, okay. So it is like Mar. Okay, that's what I thought, but it's one of those weird things. Maher said last week on Twitter that he'd be bringing back his HBO series Real Time with Bill Maher on September 22nd, adding that it's been 5 months and it's time to bring people back to work, which I don't think is the right sentiment here. This idea of like, well, we need to bring people back to work. Like, bro, what are you talking about? It's a writer's strike, my dude. Now, however, Maher has reversed his decision, saying in another statement today that he decided to do so after the WGA told its members in a statement this morning that negotiation with Hollywood studios resumed this week in an attempt to end the work stoppage. Still irritated, Disney Plus canceled the Willow series. Oh no. Yeah, our one of my friends, Ron, really liked Willow. I didn't ever see Willow as a kid, but I really wanted to go through and watch it. But I think they took that new series actually off Disney Plus too, like even when they canceled it. My decision to return to work was made. My decision to return to work was made when it seemed nothing was happening and there was no end in sight to this strike. Now that both sides have agreed to go back to the negotiation table, I'm going to delay the return of Real Time for now and hope that they can finally get this done. I don't know. To me, this seems like a really stupid thing. this like idea of being like, ah, yes, I don't see any end in sight, so let's go ahead and jump the line here. Like, I don't know, man. Bro is about to be the pushy type, but it's actually called scabbing. If there's a strike happening and you decide that you don't want to and you want to keep working, it is like super frowned upon. It's just one of those things, like, I mean, you can do it, but Drew Barrymore tried and she also shut her show down. He's sucking up to his bosses. Yeah, maybe. He might be right about that. He might be getting a lot of pushback from higher up, from Hollywood. I got nothing wrong with Bill. You know, I think he's definitely a dude who likes to push the limits, which is fine. I like that about him. I just think he's also one of those guys that you gotta, like, he likes, sometimes he might act a little bit before he's thinking about what's going on. And, you know, he's like, he's probably cooped up a little bit, like, bro, what, there's nothing happening. We need to get this going. And he's like, we're just gonna do it. But yeah, I'm glad he came to it and was like, hey, we're gonna let's put a little pause on this right now and we'll come back. You nailing it. Nailing his personality. Yeah, like I said, I like Bill. I think he's a lot of the stuff I've seen from him, he's kind of an asshole, but like in that way that you want him to be an asshole. I feel like that's the person, that character, and I say character, but that's the person who he is. And so yeah, he's gonna try and push the envelope a little bit, which like I said, I don't got any problem with. You just got to be careful. You know, with stuff like this, I also say this without knowing completely, but also kind of having like some feelings on how Hollywood and the writers and all the actors and stuff work. Is I feel like it's like a big fucking club. And it's like one of those things, like if you backstab the club, the club don't welcome you back very easy. And that's the only thing I always worry. I was like, I don't, you don't want people to be like, I don't know. This is tough for me because I don't want people to be like, well, you got to be part of the club. But I feel like in that profession, you almost have to be. And it sucks because you almost have to play the game. But I don't know. Hey, assholes are vital. Everyone has one. Well, I agree. Jenny's right. Not everybody has one. But most, well, you have some kind of hole. Yeah, you gotta have something, right? There's always something. Like you don't just not. You have to. I don't want to talk about this no more. All right, guys. Sorry, I just want to bring this up. We got real off topic, and let's keep on going. A wild bear breaks into Disney World, causing ride closure. This is just a good time. Listen, I mean, I don't think anybody was hurt, and if they were, I feel really bad about saying it was a good time. But this is a perfect headline to a news story. People love this, and those who don't are full of shite. Oh damn! Oh my gosh, Yogi, no! Oh man, people made the same joke. A wild bear, not Winnie the Pooh, Baloo, or even the Country Bear members, but an actual bear. Talk about a fast pass. Oh my gosh, you're not even joking. A wild bear broke into the Magic Kingdom at Disney World and caused 10 rides to shut down. Officials from Florida Fish and Wild Conservation Commission were made aware of the reports of guests spotting a black bear in a tree near Big Thunder Mountain Railroad on Monday morning. Causing that ride and other attractions in Frontierland, Adventureland, and Liberty Square to shut down. According to a map from the My Disney Experience app, the closed attractions include Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Haunted Mansion, Country Bear Jamboree. What? The Country Bear Jamboree got shut down. Bro went against his homies? magic carpets of Aladdin, and the Walt Disney World Railroad train that circles around the park with stops at Fantasyland, Main Street, and Frontierland. Rides and attractions affected weren't closed for long, as Disney released a statement saying it was working with the FWC to capture and relocate the bear. Eventually, FWC captured the bear, an adult female, from a tree in the backstage area northeast of Rivers of America, and will be relocated to an area in or around the Ocala National Forest. Pretty interesting stuff. And it looks like they have some pictures of like where it was, and maybe some pictures of them capturing it. It's hard to tell what that is. I'm not gonna even pull it up. But yeah, man, these are my favorite kinds of headlines where it sounds like nobody got hurt. Just a good time. The only people who got hurt were the people who who went. I swear my English is spectacular. The people who went and weren't able to ride the rides, you know. Man, I can't believe dude closed down Country Bear Jamboree. That's the saddest of them all. Let's keep on rolling. If you guys haven't checked out, Loki's going to be getting a season 2, and they're actually moving it up a day. So they are actually moving the scheduled date from October 6th to Thursday 5th. Oh God. All right. Well, I'll read this. I'm going to read this out. I'm so sorry that you guys have to hear it. I mean no disrespect. I promise. I promise. All right. The Great Seal once sang, "Time keeps on slipping into the future." In the case of Loki Season 2, time keeps on slipping into the past, as the new season's premiere has been moved up to October 5th. Disney Plus announced on Twitter that Loki Season 2 is going to be start date from Friday 6th to October 5th, which is a Thursday. The date change also tickling Miss Minutes fancy, as the show will begin streaming on the platform at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh, so they're saying this is that they are doing this 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern release time is different than a lot of the other shows on like Disney Plus. So it's actually going to be 6 hours earlier, because they were doing them at midnight Pacific for a while, but now they're doing them at 6 p.m. Pacific. And apparently that's probably helped out a lot. Just had to go with the seal opener, huh? Time, it keeps slipping into the future. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm actually pretty hyped for this show. The first season was pretty good. I'm excited to see the second season. Owen Wilson, you know, killing it as always. This next one, guys. This next one makes me so happy. This next article, guys, I'm telling you, if you're just lurking, please look, bring your eyes over. I'm telling you, this is gonna be so amazing. Still irritates me Netflix managed to keep Wednesday, because I was hoping Amazon Prime would grab it. Oh, really? I watched the first season of Wednesday. It was not bad. It's definitely like a teen drama show, which is fine. I have no problems with that. And I watched it, and you know, I'm not the target demographic for it, but I definitely still enjoyed it. So, matter on a streaming service? I mean, it does though. It's weird. All right, let me go ahead and let's jump into this next one. I'm telling you guys, this is such a good one. It made me laugh so hard. Mortal Kombat 1, I believe it just released or it's going to be releasing soon, but you could check it out early based off of the premium service, kind of like the Starfield shit. I'm not a big fan of this thing. I don't know. I'm kind of two ways about it. We'll talk about that in a minute, but fans are roasting the $70 Nintendo Switch version for its eye-popping visuals. Oh, I've got some screenshots to show you guys. Maybe even a video. I don't remember exactly what we see, but I've always liked the Addams Family series. I don't think I've ever seen the Addams Family series. Is that the one that's over on Amazon? So I'm gonna real quick before we get into this. So games are doing this thing where you can pay like a premium to play a game like a week or two, or I was gonna say like a week, maybe even less, like a couple of days early now. Starfield did it. I'm sure it's happened before that game, and then I think Mortal Kombat. But you can pay like a little bit extra, guys, and you can play a little early. I feel like I hate that idea, but I also kind of don't hate that idea, because I was thinking about it earlier where I was like that's such a stupid fucking idea, like making people pay early like just to play it. But it also makes me think, if you're gonna make people pay to play your game early, they're probably like pretty sure the game's gonna be in working condition, which is not something that can easily be said about a lot of games nowadays. So I don't know, maybe this is a good thing. But I guess all the people who are paying money early to play these games are also testing them out for the rest of us, you know? So maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. It's your money. You get to do what you want with it. And if game companies want to do this, whatever. You could watch the old animated or black and white series on Tubi. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. You're talking about the old series. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at these great visuals that are over on the Switch game. Switch. Let's pull this one up first. All right, hold on. Let me, I want to mute that real quick. Yeah, go ahead and take a look at these sweet. Oh my God. Oh shoot. Oh no, Outrageous didn't work. What the hell? Oh my God, why did that not, why did it not work? Oh shit. Here, hold on. I got you, my dude.
It's outrageous, egregious, preposterous.
What did they do to my boy? Oh man. It's so bad. I think there's more. I think there is much more though. Oh yeah, look, they even still shot of the face here. Oh my gosh. The PS5 resting bitch face. Oh my gosh, bro, look at he in one has one facial expression. Bro can only stare. Oh, I fucking love this so much. The MK Switch version is disrespectful. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh shit. Here we go. Here's some other pictures too. Let's take a look at these ones. Oh shit. Everybody is so smooth. Oh man. Oh my God. I mean, listen. Oh, holy shit. To get on the Switch. Oh God, they had to have done something. Looks like a little like Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah, it's true. I mean, which is fine if it wouldn't have had this that comparison up here. This is so bad. Oh shit. So people were a little upset about this. Oh my God, hold on. Oh my God, I fucking oh my God. That whoever made that is they're a real one. Any more videos? Oh shit, let's I think these are some videos here, but it's hard to tell. I want to see more comparisons. Oh my God. Oh shit, it makes me laugh so hard. I wish I wouldn't have laughed so hard, but I had to. What is that guy doing? Where is that guy going? Oh my God, hold on. Let me pull this back up. I mean, obviously it doesn't look very good here, but what is going on? Oh my God, where is he going? Oh shit. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna we'll call it there on these. These are great. I love them so much. But oh shit. Good guys. Good. New Monster Hunter Now phone game is decent. Oh, it's so good. I love it. It's been a lot of fun. Fuck yeah, that's unbelievable. Oh, I love it. For $70 too. That's it. Cheap. It's real cheap, guys. Super cheap. For a cheap $70, you get that great experience. Oh shit, I didn't expect that. All right, so Activision says that the Switch 2's power is going to be akin to the PS4 and Xbox One. So this is the first report that we're getting of kind of the power level of what the Switch 2 is going to be. There was some talk about it being close to like the PS5, which is obviously not going to happen because I think it was like based off of like a tech demo that was getting run on it, but there could be some magic that's happening that's kind of making some things work and look a little better, which is cool. They should be doing some of that. So some overheating issues, absolutely it will. As reported that a Nintendo Switch successor is inbound, become more commonplace. We're learning more about what we likely can expect from the company's next console. Maybe roughly on par with the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. That would represent a nice step up from the current Switch, though obviously not enough of one to match Sony and Microsoft's latest console, which is not what normally Nintendo does. According to The Verge, Activision Blizzard's executives, including CEO Bobby Kotick, met with Nintendo in December 2022 to chat about the Switch 2. As uncovered in a heavily redacted summary document labeled NG Switch Draft.pdf, a stand-in for the next generation Switch that was made public due to the FTC versus Microsoft hearings. Ooh, we have a bunch of that stuff to talk about, guys. Get ready, some juicy gossip is coming up. Gossip, not even real news. This is some drama shit we're gonna be going over. I don't get to do this often, but it's exciting. Activision's head of platform strategy and partner relations. Chris Schneckenberg Schnackenberg suggests in internal emails that the Mario creator's Switch successor might be more akin to the PS4 and Xbox One than the latest hardware on the market. So a little bit of some information coming out, some things. But I think this gives us a more realistic expectation for what the Switch 2 will be. Pretty cool stuff though. Okay, so before we get into the tea, guys, one quick thing. This was thrown in here by our good friend Casper. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutant Mayhem is going to be hitting Paramount Plus and the other things. So this is kind of like a whole thing of like where to stream kind of thing. So if you guys haven't seen the new TMNT movie, it's pretty okay. It's worth checking out, I think. It's a good little film. It's definitely kind of a family film kind of thing. It's not bad. But it is going to be hitting Paramount Plus on September 19th, which is pretty cool. And I'm sure there will be some other ways to rent it and stuff if you would like to see it. But if you have Paramount Plus on September 19th, you'll be able to check it out. Oh, which is today. Shit. Okay. My bad, guys. Check it out today. All right, let's get into this tea, guys. So apparently there was some huge Microsoft leaks, and I think a lot of people were saying it's because of the court documents with the FTC. But these ones are like in a whole nother level of like stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this first one. Huge Microsoft leak reveals plans for 2028 next-gen cloud hybrid Xbox. So this one is more of just the straight leak, not necessarily the drama that we're going to get into. I'm telling you guys, some of this stuff is a little wild. The Microsoft leaks continue. Well, this would have been written after some of the other ones, but we haven't gotten there yet. This time we have a clear idea of the company's plan for its next generation Xbox console due out in 2028. I will say that Phil Spencer has come forward and said that most of the stuff that came out over these last couple of, I think it was just today mostly, that a lot of this stuff is out of date and kind of old information, and says that they will be kind of announcing stuff, as it's actually ready. And that's fair. So we are all taking this as like not gospel, but this is at one point was kind of some of the plans in the interior of Microsoft. Documents released as part of the FTC versus Microsoft trial over the buyout of Activision Blizzard include a pitched date May 2022 that itself included. Okay, that's just the date that this stuff was coming out. It's this slide that reveals Microsoft plans as of last year, the company plots out a next generation hybrid gaming platform that combines the power of the client and the cloud to enable new levels of performance beyond the capabilities of the client hardware alone. So they're just kind of talking about what this would look like. So the CPUs, GPUs, NPUs, forward compatibility, graphic innovations, which would be like ray tracing, global illumination, dynamic global illumination at that, rendering optimizations, super resolution, so kind of some interesting things. I won't get into too much. Oh shit, here's the other stuff. Some of the other things about their yet another slide reveals the timeline for the production of this new console. Microsoft is currently in the hardware designing phase, if it is still on track with its plan outlined last year. So this is just kind of all those things. Interesting. So, some pretty interesting stuff about Xbox and whatever their next console is going to be, potentially 2028, which is a good ways out, which is okay. I think that's perfect. So this one was less exciting, but oh, here we go, guys. Here we go. Hey, Jad, what's happening, friend? How are you doing, man? What's the news? Oh, big Microsoft leaks, my friend. How are you? So, in a leaked email from Microsoft reveals that Xbox boss Phil Spencer really wants to buy Nintendo. Okay, so I will I'm gonna go ahead and read some of this for you guys. Yeah, okay. So this is I gotta look up to see this one because it's so small over on the other side. So all right, give me a second. We're gonna read through some of this. Takashi, I totally agree that Nintendo is the prime asset for us in gaming, and today gaming is our most likely path to consumer relevance. I've had numerous conversations with the LT of Nintendo about tighter collaborations and feel like if any US company would have a chance with Nintendo, we are probably in the best position. Bro, this dude is he wanted to. This is from last. Oh, this is from 3 years ago. So this is all kind of just old information, but it all kind of got released today. The unfortunate or fortunate for Nintendo situation is that Nintendo is sitting on a big pile of cash and they have a BOD that until recently has not pushed for further increase in market growth or stock appreciation. I'd say until recently, as our former MSBOD member, Value Act has been heavily acquiring shares of Nintendo, and I've kept in touch with Mason Mortif as he's been acquiring. It's likely he will be pushing for more Nintendo stock, which could create opportunities for us. Without the catalyst, I don't see any angle to a near-term mutually agreeable merger of Nintendo and Microsoft, and I don't think a hostile action would be a good move, so we'll be playing the long game. Oh my god. My phone is losing power at a faster rate than it's charging, so I guess I'll have to close some apps for now. Wait, buy Nintendo. Yes, Microsoft wants to buy Nintendo, or did. Ain't gonna let that happen. Yeah, I agree. But this is just the thing that they were wanting to do. And these are all before the mergers of everything else and stuff at this point. This is just something that they wanted to acquire at some point. Again, this is all, not happening anytime right now. Phil kind of ends this one with, I love this discussion and value you looking at the opportunities here. At some point, getting Nintendo would be a career moment, and I honestly believe a good move for both companies. It's just taking a long time for Nintendo to see their future exists off of their own hardware. A long time, smiley face from Phil. So Phil really believed that at this time, he was really hoping that they were going to be able to acquire Nintendo, but then have all of their games be on Xbox. So they're thinking they don't need hardware, they just need to be the software part of this. And again, this is all back in, I think, 2020. So this is from Chris. Was this the first one to Chris, maybe? Okay. Chris said, great thoughts. TikTok has really fallen into our laps rather than being something we actually sought out for our consumer business. If you say what is the next best consumer asset that we should spend 10 to 30 billion on, I don't think we'd say it's TikTok, but the stars have aligned to give us a chance, so we should look hard at pursuing it. As you know, for each of the solution areas, we have a set of companies we'd love to acquire if the timing and terms were right. They, of course, have to be willing to sell, and they have to see us as a top company to sell to, like Mojang did. Oh, shit. on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of this doesn't seem like it's the rest of it's more about Nintendo, more about some other things. Okay, so like I said, this is some pretty crazy news to see, guys. And again, it's all kind of hypothetical, but this just kind of fell out of the sky, out of nowhere here, and I think this is some big stuff. Imagine Nintendo going the Sega route. There's no way. Nintendo, the problem is people clown on like how this, like the Switch and stuff, like, oh, well, this and that. People fucking love the Switch. That's the problem, is people joke like, hey, well, it's not powerful enough, and we even joked about the MK1 like port and stuff, but they fucking love the Switch. Like, there's no way. Like, their games are so good. Microsoft, I feel like they think they have a chance, they just don't. All right, so let's keep on going. The next one is I think a little less. Oh yeah, this one's a little tame, and then we're getting into another big one. One more big one, I promise, guys. We're almost wrapping up the news. So Xbox leak reveals potentially a one-handed controller and mobile controller as part of the significant leak of unannounced Xbox hardware. That leak comes a slide with more details on some potential devices. The slide contains rudimentary images for products designed for Xbox, including a one-hand controller, a mobile controller that clips onto a phone, and a gaming keyboard and mouse. Microsoft has yet announced any of these products, and IGN has asked for comment. So this is kind of what they're talking about right here. This is the slide that we saw, or that they saw. So this is the one-handed controller. Can't fucking see what it is, but it's a one-handed controller. It could be something really interesting, especially if it's like a accessibility, thing. I can't understand what a one-handed controller would be for. I don't know, we'll see. Or it could be like almost like a Switch thing, where like it could be like a Joy-Con type deal. Yo, Aiden, welcome on in, friend. How are you? Here's the mobile controller. So these would be like clipping onto the side of the phone. And these are not announced, and they may not even be announced at any point. These are just kind of mock-ups at this point, things that they wanted to do. And then the gaming mouse and keyboard here. Pretty interesting stuff. Not anything groundbreaking, but pretty interesting that we're kind of getting these little extra things, here and there, all right, I'm gonna juice y'all up here a little bit. I got this last article. I'm telling you guys, this thing is pretty interesting. I'm excited for you guys to see it. This is a little bit more drama, a little bit more tea. I'm excited for you guys to see this one. Helping your brother with Rise? Oh, hell yeah, man. I am doing pretty fantastic. I was a little tired this morning. Well, not this morning, I should say. The beginning of stream. And, I was tired this morning too, but at the beginning of stream, but I'm feeling pretty good now. A little perked up. Feeling pretty good. All right, guys. I'm telling you, this next one, this is it. Let's get into it. Xbox boss Phil Spencer's real thoughts on the PS5 reveal. That's right, guys. So a leaked email shows what Xbox boss Phil Spencer thought about the PlayStation back in early 2020. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna bring down to our email again here. So same thing. I'm gonna read this one out as well, same as I did the other one. This one's a little bit smaller, so it should be a little bit easier. There's some highlighted points, and I will let you know when we get to the highlighted points, because those are the juicy points. Even as I type this, I know I shouldn't, but I can't help myself. This is all from Phil. We've all lived with 7 years of starting off a generation with a price and performance and and messaging disadvantage to PS4 with Xbox One. I have to admit, this morning when I woke up knowing the PS5 reveal was today, that the stress level was higher than normal. Now, after almost 12 hours of soaking in their unveil, taking apart their specs, and looking at the community response, I just want to say that I'm proud of our team. Now, here's the first highlighted point. We have a better product than Sony does. Not just on hardware, but equally important on the software platform and services on top of the hardware. We have the ingredients of a winning plan. All right, so that's the end of the highlighted section. We'll keep on moving. I felt the feedback from the BOD discussion on being too confident, and maybe this will just reinforce that perception. I get the need to be humbly confident, but today was a good day for us. So let's go ahead and get into this last highlighted section. We haven't won anything. It's a great point. I know we have a hard discussion about pricing and P&L, investments, etc. This mail isn't trying to scoop any of that. Those discussions really matter, but we can take confidence in our product truth here, and I do believe any conversations need to start with believing in that. This was a good day for Xbox. So, as the Xbox reveal came out, Phil was very confident that the Xbox was a much better product than what Sony was offering. He also he states that his stress level was high based off of them always kind of feeling like they were behind for the last 7 years because with the PS4 and the Xbox One. So he was very confident coming into this, and maybe even more so. So I just, man, it's pretty interesting to kind of see. And I mean, it's not even like, I think Phil, he definitely believes in his product. And I think Phil is actually, I think he handles himself in an extremely professional manner, because he's never trash talking anybody. He's never saying anything terrible about, he just is, he's almost always just hyping up what he thinks. So as I kind of was, hyping up that there was some drama and some tea, there's not as much as I had really hoped, but I think it is interesting to kind of get a little peek behind the veil here. I don't think he's over here trashing PlayStation or Sony or anything like that, and that makes I think that helps him out a lot. But I think it is, like I said, just interesting to see. Well, he definitely believes in his product. Yeah, well. Unfortunately, I think that the PlayStation is sold really well. I don't know if it's sold a ton better than whatever Xbox's new lineup was. I was trying to see if they had said anything in here about that, but I think PlayStation is the PS5 has actually been selling a little better than Xbox, which is doesn't mean one is a superior product to the other. Just interesting, especially with his thoughts. But yeah, all right, guys. I think that is going to wrap it up for the news today. Pretty interesting stuff. I feel like there was a lot of stuff, some updates on the Unity stuff, some writer strike stuff, these Xbox or Microsoft leaks and stuff, and lots of interesting things. I felt like this news segment really brought today. All right, I think that's gonna be it. I think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll call that for the news for today. Thank you all so much for hanging out.